Hello, everybody. First of all, thank you so much for your supportive feedback on our first episode of Light Uplifts Through Love, which was on love or life-originating vibrant emotion. As a result, I am wearing my fancy equipment today so that as we get to the energy work and my voice goes down, the quality of delivery stays the same. So thank you. And more importantly, thank you for letting me know that even those 10 minutes of powerful uploads are starting to change your life. So on we go. Today, we're going to look at removing healing blocks. In the beginning, we're going to do a quick training on how both negative and positive beliefs, paradigms, and commands are formed into our conscious mind and then proceed to our subconscious mind. So, formed as a belief in our conscious mind and then penetrate into our subconscious mind as a command, and how the difference between those beliefs slash commands becomes results either in well-being and abundance and thriving lifestyle, or very often in the lifestyle of lack and disease. So let's look at what is referred to lovingly as a stick man. Stickman was first introduced, or actually the person who came up with the whole concept was a chiropractor, Dr. Fleet. So Dr. Fleet gave us a gift of a stickman as ability to visualize the connection between our conscious and subconscious mind. And then, of course, it has been worked on and developed on, and I am putting on my own spin on it today in order to be able to deliver the content and prepare us for the work that will follow, to be able to help all of us to clear a lot of blocks that might stand in the way of our healing, be it emotional or physical or intellectual healing. Because as human beings, we exist on three levels at all times. We are spiritual, we are energetic beings. So the first level is spiritual energetic. We are intellectual beings, intellectually mental thinking beings. That's our second level. And then we're physical beings. And we're all connected into one being through the consistent and constant presence of energy and energy flow. As that energy flows through us, unrestricted and unrestrained, we enjoy the life of happiness and well-being and health. As different blocks are introduced on either one of those three levels, either on our energetic level or our mental level or our physical level, the energy no longer flows through us freely, and we welcome the life of disease, distress, and frustration. So let's look at how the beliefs form that reality for us on a daily basis, and then particularly look at healing paradigms. And then we'll tackle the actual energy session at which we will be able to work on those paradigms in a theta brainwave and, of course, with neurolinguistic programming. So here's the stickman that originally was invented by Dr. Fleetman. And you guys know what it looks like. You have all drawn the stickman before. You probably didn't know the original purpose for it. Well, now you do. So if this was us, this is us here, and this is our mind. This is our mind, and this is our body here. So our body is kind of little, and you know why? Because it should be, because our mind controls our body completely, as we're going to learn to accept and believe. Now, our mind, not in this proportion, by the way, could be figuratively, not literally, subdivided into conscious mind and subconscious mind. Conscious mind and subconscious mind. We're going to refer to the conscious mind as a thinking mind. Why? Because this is where our thoughts are. This is where our thoughts originate. This is where we receive thoughts for the very first time in our life. As baby, we're born and we don't have the conscious mind. Now, we have subconscious, by the way, but we don't have conscious mind as a baby. So we're surrounded by other people's thoughts, by expressions of radio or CD or DVD or TV, any kind of, thought expression idea that later become our thoughts. Or as we read books, we read magazines, we study, we start pondering. As we grow into adults, we develop those thought patterns. So ability to develop thought patterns lays within the conscious mind. This is also where the ability to accept or reject lies. So, yes or no. It is our conscious mind that guarantees that we have free agency, that we have free will. We get to decide what we are to think or not to think on a conscious level. At any case, so conscious mind is your thinking mind. Then your subconscious mind is your feeling mind. This is where your feelings and emotions are. Remember how we talked about emotions? That emotion is the energy in motion. And so as that emotion goes through you, that energy, that frequency is what it is. It is the frequency in your body. So I'm going to put the F for frequency. Thoughts in your conscious mind, we're going to take a path. We're going to take a path together with a thought. A thought in your conscious mind that has been practiced over a period of time becomes a belief. So belief is a pattern of thoughts. So one thought is not enough to become a belief, right? Because you have conflicting thoughts all the time. At the end of the day, what matters is what you believe. Which one of those conflicting thoughts do you really believe? Where is the pattern lies? So the pattern of thoughts becomes a belief. That belief then influences our subconscious mind as an emotion. Those emotions over a period of time are responsible for the frequency in our body, the overall vibration of our body. So our beliefs determine our emotions determine the frequency at which we vibrate in this space-time continuum we call life. And the combination of those frequencies leads to actions. And those actions then bring results into our life. Okay? So let's review real quick. Conscious mind, yes or no. I get to choose to believe that I'm a winner or I'm a loser. Now, every single person, there's not one person listening to this that has not had a conflicting thought. One day they feel like a winner, another day they feel like a loser. It is the pattern of consistent thoughts that form a belief. So once I believe I am a winner, I'm going to feel a certain way. Or if I believe I'm a loser, I'm going to feel a very different way. Okay? And that is what the subconscious responds to how you actually feel. Those feelings will create the frequency in your body. That frequency will cause you to take certain actions that will lead to certain results. So how does it look in a practical way? So we're going to look at negative beliefs and positive beliefs. So negative beliefs, negative B's, we're going to call them ignorance. For after all, ignorance is the absence of wisdom, right? Minus is an absence of plus. Darkness is the absence of light. So ignorance by itself does not exist as such. Ignorance is just is an absence of something. So is a negative belief, right? Negative is the absence of presence. Well, that was good. Negative is an absence of presence. Anyway, so we're going to look at what negative beliefs look like when they're being formed into reality. Negative beliefs are thoughts of fear, doubt, worry. Any shape or form of fear, doubt, or worry is a negative belief if it has been formed into a pattern in your conscious mind. How do you know that you have those thoughts? Because remember, we have millions and millions of thoughts. And if they've become patterns, we're no longer really monitoring them. All we know is that we feel a certain way. Okay, we feel a certain way. So how do we feel when we carry beliefs of fear? We're going to feel anxiety. We're going to feel anxiety. Okay. And how does anxiety vibrate in your body? What happens to your body when you're feeling anxious? Well, when you're feeling anxious, the energy does not flow freely through the body, obviously. So it gets stressed. Anxiety in your feelings, stress in your body. And what happens to things under stress? They get depressed, literally. So stress and depression. What is the result of the energy that has been stressed and depressed in the body? There's no ease of flow. There is lack of ease that we refer to in English language as dis-ease. Dis-ease, disease. So to review real quick, the beliefs, the negative beliefs in our conscious are reflected as anxiety in our subconscious, are reflected as stress frequency in our body that result in the disease on all three levels, right? Be it emotional or intellectual, mental, or physical. So what do we have on an opposite side of a positive belief? So positive beliefs, positive B's, and we will call them wisdom. You can call them awareness, right? Where the presence of wisdom, the presence of energy is. These will be thoughts of faith. Thoughts of faith. And yes, while I do refer to spiritual faith, of realization that there is you eternally and your connection to your God, the way you believe in your God, to your divine origin, your spirituality, while we talk about that faith, we also talk about all practical faith because we really walk by faith. If you think about it, if you have money in the bank, you put it there because you had financial faith to do so. Okay. If you go to a doctor, you have a faith in a physician, or at least hope that you will be healed. So we walk by faith. We either walk by faith or we run by fear, I say. So let's try to walk by faith here. So faith, how does it feel in your body when you have faith? Okay, what are the emotions? The emotions are going to be of calm and peace. The feeling of calm and peace and joy. How do you know that you have beliefs of faith? When you are feeling calm and peaceful and you're experiencing deep joy. What does that look like in your body? It looks like a healthy flow of energy, right? So I will put flow and health, wellness. So the result is overall wellness. Let me give you an example, just so that it becomes more practical before we look at our healing blocks and how to remove them. Let's look at a very practical application for this. Let's say we're going to take somebody who is currently employed. Oh, and by the way, my light is flickering, so I apologize. Last time it was sound, this time it's light. Bear with me. We are yet going to fix it all for you guys. At any case, rolling on. You know why? Because I have complete faith that you're going to get the value out of this with or without a flickering light. At any case, so person is working, and as they're working, they might be afraid that they will lose their job. Now, why does anybody fear that they will lose the job? Really, they fear that they're not worthy. They feel that they're not worth it. It's too hard for them. But there's a fear of losing a job. So I'm afraid I'm going to lose my job is the pattern of belief. How does that feel? That feels pretty anxious. You would feel very anxious if you constantly were afraid that you're going to lose your job. That causes the feeling of heaviness and depression. Immune system goes down. And you indeed can get sick and not go to work. Why? Because your immune system was down, because it was depressed, it wasn't functioning fully. So now that your actions are, you're sick, you can't go to work, what are the results? You know what? If it happens over and over and over and over again, you actually could go back to your original fear of losing your job. and it becomes your reality because your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts that become consistent beliefs, your beliefs create your reality. What if in the same circumstance we have a person who has full faith, no matter what happens, I know who I am, I know how capable I am. It's going to be either this job or another, and the belief is they're lucky to have me, right? What if their belief is they're lucky to have me and I'm so grateful for this opportunity, but they're lucky to have me? How would that person feel? They would feel calm because they have thoughts and feelings of confidence. And when they have thoughts and feelings of confidence, their actions will be very different. The energy is going to go flow through. They will come to work with ability to resolve anything. The flow will be very different. And guess what? It will most likely result in eventual promotion because they will be noticed for their abilities. And they'll go back to their thoughts and they'll say, yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Now, of course, there are exceptions, as you would say, because we are not an outstanding, unique organism that is not influenced by anything. But we're looking at the skeletal system of how the well-being, the healing either takes or doesn't take place. So now, we're looking at purpose today is to remove healing blocks in our energy session. So what are the healing blocks then? How are they formed? We have a person who wants to be whole. I don't really care what the problem is, whether it's the emotional distress or it's a physical ailment of some kind, right? Because they're all connected. Or whether it's a spiritual torment that they need to resolve. And so that person has a desire, they have a want, they say on a conscious level, on the core level, I want to be healthy. This is their belief. The belief is I want to be healthy. Is that a good or a bad belief? I want to be healthy. Is it a negative belief or a positive belief? I want to be healthy. What do you guys think? See, I'm starting to trick you already. Not fair, huh? What determines in that particular case whether it's a positive or negative belief is whether it comes through the prism of fear, worry, doubt, or through the prism of complete faith, right? Meaning, if I am afraid of being sick all the time, I'm tired, and I'm thinking, man, I just want to be healthy. I'm done with this. I just want to be healed, for heaven's sakes. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And the emotion is frustration and anxiety, then I will get more of that. Isn't that sad? Your wanting can keep you wanting because your subconscious mind provides you with what you are feeling. So if I feel anxious about being sick, I'm going to continue to be sick. So that belief, I want to be healthy, is not necessarily a healthy belief. Unless you're going down this path and you say, you know what, I'm so excited to be healthy. I've made a decision, I'm going to be whole. I am going to be whole. Watch me. Watch me. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to be whole. Do you guys feel the difference? There's excitement. There's a different frequency. However, how do we eliminate this self-torment of, oh my gosh, now I need to really dig deep and find out, is it a good belief or not? When we get to our energy session, we're going to simply release the I want to be healthy belief, and we're going to replace it with I know how to be healthy. I know that it's possible and that I already am. I want you to feel the difference between I want to be healthy and I'm grateful for my health. What kind of frequency would they set in your body? That is the core level. That is the thought. That is the conscious. That is, by the way, the conscious is only 7% of our daily life. 7%, you guys. 7% is what we think. 93% is our subconscious and what we feel. And what is determined? Where do 93% come from? Well, first of all, genetic level. Genetic level is our genes. I've got news for you. My hair, my eyes, I didn't think into existence. They were given to me through my genes. But so were given to me my positive and my negative beliefs. Now, because I have free agency to accept or reject them, I can work on changing them. But think about the DNA level, how the beliefs could be formed way before we were born that were passed on to us with genes. So as we're working on healing blocks, let's look at a very first healing block. You guys have experienced or have heard probably people that describe some people that die, before they die, they have this window of getting better. And some say it's just kind of God's way of allowing them to say goodbye. There really isn't a scientific per se explanation. Maybe their spiritual presence is fully in their body to the degree that it hasn't been through disease before it exits. I really don't know, right? But there is a phenomenon very frequently, a person before they die all of a sudden feel a little better. And there's almost this false hope between those that love that person that they're going to be better. And then all of a sudden they die. So as I described that, I know you guys have thought of some instances of that. What does it do to our genetic subconscious belief? When that happens, the fear enters our genes that if I am healed, I'm going to die. Isn't that amazing? We didn't choose this. We didn't accept this. We didn't think this. This was totally subconscious. I lost somebody I love, and my subconscious registered just before they died, they felt better. Bam. So now I carry a fear, subconscious fear, that getting healed is dangerous. And so I go from doctor to doctor to doctor, and in my core, I want to get better, but I'm not getting better. Why? Because my subconscious mind has a job. Its job to make sure that I survive. And if I'm afraid that I'm going to die subconsciously if I get better, I will not get better. So how about yanking that one out? Now, I'm not saying that all of us carry them or that you individually carry that. I'm simply saying that as we are going to do energy work, we're going to pull a lot of subconscious paradigms, negative beliefs that you might or might not carry, and replace them with a lot of positive beliefs that will allow for healing blocks to be removed and for healing to start taking place in your life. And of course, you will have on a conscious level to say yes or no, to open the way for the subconscious changes to take place. And that was just DNA. It was a very brief DNA example. Now, there are two more levels. One that we talked a little bit about, Life-originating Vibrant Emotion, the love episode, was the history level. Remember the history level. You and I are actually perfect recycled beings, if you will, in a way. Not in a way that, you used to be me and I used to be you, but in a way that matter and energy are constantly cooperating and incorporating each other. And so I am not made out of air, I'm made out of matter. And that matter is the minerals that have always been, that have been organized into my body, but that they have always been. And they might or might not have some beliefs that they've carried as such. And so think of it in terms of all the different wars that have taken place, and people dying, and the minerals remembering on that level that death is not only a possibility, but inevitability. It is inevitable. It doesn't matter what we do, we die. So, if death is a fact of life, no matter what you do, then guess what? Healing is impossible. You can't heal. It doesn't matter. You can't heal. It's irrelevant. So here are the two beliefs carried on history level. Healing is irrelevant. Healing is impossible. That healing is impossible, going back to genetic level, could also be for people that never did have a little reprieve before they died, and they simply died from disease. And that could be carried on both levels. Those are just examples. Finally, the last example, on the soul level, think of it. You and I are eternal energy. We've always been. And if we've always been, then we could really state subconsciously that healing is unnecessary because I always will be. So why would I want to be healed? And it's a subconscious belief. So consciously, we have somebody who says, I want to be healed, which in itself we say we might be a problem. And then subconsciously, they could be carrying healing is irrelevant, it's impossible. It's unnecessary, and that's just the beginning of all beliefs. So in just a minute, I'm going to pause our feed, and you guys will next see me sitting on the couch. I want you guys to, at that point, start making yourself comfortable, and we're going to proceed with the actual energy work to incorporate this huge amount of understanding, in this particular case, only with removing healing blocks. Why? So that all the future episodes you can benefit more and more and more from. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay, and we're going to continue here. I'm going to adjust it a little bit closer so as my voice goes down that you guys can hear me well. And at this point, if you could just get yourself comfortable, and once again, if you are driving and listening to the audio, I would ask for you to discontinue listening and continue when you're back home, or your car's pulled over and you could be relaxed and safe at the same time. If you're in a position where you can close your eyes, if you would just close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, you want to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth as if you have a straw. And do it one more time. And do it one more time. And as you're doing this, I want you to start imagining that you have coming energy, coming light, coming from the top of your head and being poured into your whole body frame. And as it is coming in, this beautiful energy of unconditional love, of Creator of all it is coming through your whole body and relaxing you and preparing your subconscious mind to receive the commands. For the thought in your brain that becomes a belief, then becomes a command to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind willingly obeys it. So as we do this work, we're going to be working with your subconscious mind, issuing the commands, changing the beliefs to those that will allow you to thrive. So you allow this energy to go through your body, and you feel that the top of your head is getting relaxed, and your jaw is just getting relaxed, your neck is relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed. If you want to roll your shoulders back, that's just great. If you need to stretch, just allowing and feeling this energy of relaxation going down through your body. Your arms are soft and relaxed. Your diaphragm is relaxed. Your lungs are relaxed. Your stomach is relaxed. Going down to your back is fully relaxed, every muscle on your back. Your hips are relaxed. And this energy is going down through your thighs and through your calves. Just a relaxing flow. And now as I will be working, I'm asking for your permission to do theta healing for you. And if you allow me to work with your energy and with your energy field, and allow your subconscious to allow for healing blocks to be removed, please say yes. So with your permission, we're going to start with a download of understanding of healing. I understand consciously and subconsciously what healing means. I know what it feels like to be healed, that it is possible and that I already am on all levels, and that my understanding is the same as Creator's understanding. If you would like that, say yes. So now that you understand the concept of healing, if you would like to release the following belief from your conscious and subconscious mind from all four levels, from all the experiences that you have experienced, that healing can hurt me. We're going to pull out healing can hurt me. Healing is dangerous. If I am healed, I will die. We're going to pull all of those, release to God's light, and replace with healing is possible. Healing is safe. I understand what safety is in terms of healing. My understanding is the same as God's. I know how to discern and trust the healing. My discernment is the same as Creator's for me. If you would like those changes, say yes. To be able to further and deepen the neural pathways for this, we're going to download you with understanding of what possibility is. It is commanded that I understand what full possibility of healing is, what it feels like to be whole and wholesome, worth and worthy, healed, that it is possible and that I already am. So if you would like that, say yes. It is commanded that new neural pathways have been created in your brain to support the capacity and ability to process healing in your body, to remain healed and whole, at the receptors on your molecules that are hungry for any kind of form of disease are collapsing and released to God's light. And the new receptors for desire to be whole and healed and being whole and healed already and maintaining it are being formed. If you would like these changes for your neurons and for your molecules of emotion and receptors, please say yes. We're going to pull out as necessary the belief healing is unnecessary and just replace it with healing is reality that I live in. Being healed is my reality. Being whole is my reality. So if you would like those, please say yes. I know what immune system is and how it functions. I know how to trust my immune system. I am grateful for my immune system. If you would like those, please say yes. I'm grateful for my immune system supporting and sustaining the wholeness and the healing in my whole body. I allow it to process, and I trust that it can process my reality in the best and highest way for me, for my wholeness, in a way that is safe for me and those around me without any healing crisis. If you would like that, say yes. For those of you for whom it at this point popped in, I must be healed, we're going to release that concept simply because the subconscious does not understand the command as a must. It only understands it as present. So we're going to replace it with I am healed. So if you would like for I must be healed, canceled, clear, and resolved on all 4 levels, and replaced with the energy of I am healed, please say yes. We're going to pull, cancel, clear, and resolve. Healing is irrelevant and unnecessary. And once again, replace it with I understand when, how, why, for what purpose, that it is possible and that I already am healed. If you would like that change, say yes. I know how to live without frustration of not being healed. I know how to live without anxiety of not being healed. I release the frustration and anxiety to God with ease, and I know how to be healed without need for healing crisis. If you would like those, please say yes. And there seems to be an overwhelming demand at this point for a lot of you that the question pops up on a subconscious level: when will this be done? When the healing will be done? And I'm guided and directed to tell you that we will be doing a time perception session through which the pressing need for control of the outcome might be released, which will allow for a much faster outcome. So, for now, if you would like, I would like to offer you the concept of divine timing. I understand the concept of divine timing. My understanding is the same. I allow for divine timing to unfold in my life without unnecessary pain and suffering. I allow for divine timing in my life with joy. I accept it fully and I understand it. So, if you would like that, please say yes. And that you have the understanding and definition of God, of divine timing, and that yours is the same. So if you would like those, say yes. And now we're going to download the following commands into your subconscious mind. I have faith to be healed. I have definition of what it means to have faith to be healed, and my definition and understanding are the same as God's for me. So I have faith to be healed. I operate on that faith. I allow it to unfold in my life fully. I am healed through my faith. So if you would like those changes, please say yes. I release any fear, worry, and doubt of disease controlling my life. I allow the atonement in my life as being mechanisms through which I can be healed. I have the understanding of it, and my understanding is the same as God's. We're going to gently restructure I can be healed, which in itself is a positive belief that it is possible. And we're going to add to it that not only I can be healed, and it is possible that I already am. So if you would like those changes, please say yes. And the reason I keep asking for you to say yes is because if a part of you is not ready to receive one of these downloads and you would like to force to have it go down, it truly will not go down. And so go with what you truly feel you want from these downloads. And as you say yes to them, they will go from your conscious to your subconscious mind, and then the changes will be made. And so, for the healing, I'm going to integrate this work with your permission. It is now commanded that all the new neural pathways, molecules of emotion to support these new beliefs of healing are being formed, made permanent, and that the power of this work will only get stronger and stronger with every passing way and waking moment. It is also commanded that all the old neural pathways that would be conflicting with these paradigms and beliefs on healing are now released into God's light, and they're done so without any lessons lost, all lessons remaining, all blessings only magnified. That everything I have learned from being diseased, I get to keep. The lessons I get to keep. The disease I'm starting to release. I no longer need the disease to teach me the lessons. If you would like this integration, just please say yes. All right, very well. Thank you very much. Just take a deep breath in now through your nose. And as you breathe out, open your eyes. And now we're going to do the energy break as we did before. Rub your both hands. The hand inside is going to go zip up as if you have a zipper, and the hand outside is going to push out so that you're sealed within your own energy. And the work that we have done today might actually have a humongous effect in itself for some of the conditions that you have. And if it does, as always, please make sure you reach out to me and let me know at vika@you2shine.com, VICA@YU2SHINE.com. More importantly, what we're doing is we're laying a foundation for some of those blocks that will start self-identifying as we do further sessions to be removed. So have a fantastic, whole, and healed day. And until next time, stay healed. Bye bye.